Hey everybody, welcome back to Module 4, ChangeWorks Interactive. My name is Kevin and I'm glad to be here. Today's topic is I think really important to talk about. One of the things we do at ChangeWorks is we work with clients either on the personal side or on the career search side. And today I want to give you just a snippet of some of the techniques and strategies that we would use when we're working through coping with career search challenges. So let's take a look. One of the things that I really want to emphasize when I work with clients is the need for self-care. And it's a good question about how do I take better care of myself when I'm working through these challenges that I'm having? Because it's very likely that you might get some pushback from maybe it's a hiring manager, maybe it's an interview that didn't go very well. And it's important to take care of myself. Well, how do I do that? It's important that I remain a person that is interested in other areas rather than just in my career. I have to play. I have to be able to consider number 4, my spiritual, social, emotional, and my physical life. At ChangeWorks, we look at some thinking patterns that may lead us down the wrong path at times. You know, for example, near the bottom of that slide, one of the common areas that we point out to people is something that's called catastrophizing. That I take a small event and I make that an overwhelming, huge event. So I think what I have to do is, if it's a career search example, if I went to the interview or I'm not getting much traction or I'm having a difficult time meeting people, or I meet somebody and they say, you know, we're not hiring at this time, I may go down the road of catastrophizing about it. That I might say to myself, okay, well, this market is horrible, why should I even bother? So what we do through some techniques that we're going to talk about today is that we try to look at the situation in a slightly different way. One of the sort of keystone techniques that we have at ChangeWorks is to use CBT and solution-focused techniques. And CBT, just very briefly, is a real connection between, you know, the thoughts that we have, the emotions we feel, and the actions that we take, which really gets into a lot about goal setting, being proactive, being coached and encouraged to take that next step, especially when times are really tough. We also do things like reframing. Take, for example, that first example that's listed on the slide. You know, I wasn't promoted again, I want to quit. Well, at the interview level, we can really take something from every opportunity that we have when we meet somebody. It's difficult, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's very difficult. But what we could take from that is, okay, well, tell me about ways that I can improve. Do I have a growth mindset as opposed to maybe a fixed mindset? If I had a growth mindset, I want to know ways that I can get better. I want to know ways that I can improve. And again, we can help you with those things. For some of our clients, they're feeling either an overwhelming level of anxiety, crushing depression, or it may be burnout. And there's ways to identify which category people fall into. So it might be an assessment. Maybe it's doing that groundwork first with family doctor, and perhaps it's a diagnosis, but again, working along and working through those problems that you're experiencing. Strategies, other strategies to help cope: start a conversation with a professional, start a conversation with people that you trust. We know that isolation and silence doesn't really help anybody. We want to practice self-care, like I mentioned already. We want to learn ways to manage stress. Get yourself moving, the importance of exercise, eating right, sleeping right. They all seem to go hand in hand when things are coming together. So more strategies. We want to read and communicate about our symptoms. Be patient. We know that job search is a full-time job and that there are going to be setbacks. So we have to be patient with our progress and keep referring to those things that are going to help us feel a little bit more healthy as we go. And finally, we want to imagine success. What does it look like down the road? What kind of position is it? Where do I want to be? Again, thanks for joining me today for Module 4. I look forward to presenting Module 5 to you next week. Again, you could join us on any of the social media platforms that we have. Have a great day today.